These are not the tales of heroes. These are tales of reavers and cutpurses, of heathen slayers and tight-lipped warlocks guarding long-dead secrets. These are tales of gold and glory won with sorcery and sword, where a moment's hesitation is all that separates the victorious from the dead. These are tales from the fallen empire, an age when chaos seethed in the shadows and dragons began to stir in their ages-long sleep. These are tales of high adventure. These are mighty deeds.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Mighty Deeds, a podcast of high adventure. I'm Michael, also playing Albert the elf, and joining me around the table are...
Jason, playing Nigel, the dwarven cleric.
Carl, playing Arena, the sentinel.
Luke, playing Abramovich, the barbarian.
And...
My name's Glenn. I'll be your judge for tonight. All right, so, but now she's free.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a stretch, man. What's the big deal?
What about the other two?
Oh,
So why she doesn't know why she's
Oh,
in the
yeah,
prison?
what about those?
Oh, if you just go
got
down the
last-
hallway, two left
The
and
last-
a right, and you'll be out of here. And lickety split. We're gonna go, so good luck.
No. She can stay with me.
Oh Lord. Another pet.
another sidekick.
If you thought me kicking you in the face was bad, you kicked me in the face.
What?
Dang,
I'm just
I
gonna-
should
I'm
get
just gonna
so
read
many
this.
hero dice.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this
Too bad they don't
straight out
stack.
of Gareth's wonderful Eyes of the Stone Thief. The second cell contains a humanoid creature in a lurid yellow robe. He looks mostly human, but has a growth of fish-like scales instead of a beard, and eyeballs blink amid the tangles of his hair. He speaks an unknown language. Maybe the dungeon picked him up in a distant land, or he's a weird magical mutant or extraplanar entity. Either leave him a forever cryptic bit of weirdness for the players to fret about, or else hang your own plot hood on him around his fishy neck. He refuses to leave his cell and becomes aggressive if the adventurers try to force him to leave. Try to force liberty on him. All right. Freedom!
Okay.
So that's what's in the second cell.
Okay.
So you guys have this whole conversation with him. His eyes are blinking out of his beard at you,
Whack.
and he refuses to leave and becomes violent.
He's
you
not speaking common or Reachbill or anything.
No.
Cool.
He speaks no known language.
Okay.
I want to throw him a thing of oil and be like, for your skin.
Nice. Okay. The third cell is home to Efric, a gnome bard adventurer. He's a recent addition to the Magerie. Oh, yeah. So it contains a gnome adventurer, first level, or 0 level gnome adventurer. Basically, he came into Stonehell. A gnome adventurer. Help me with the voice. What should I do? I could always go for Brooklyn, yeah. So the problem is, I was with a group of adventurers, right? And we came across these two gargoyles, okay? And they were trying to do, I don't know if you guys are very experienced, but they were trying to do the whole thing like, one of us always tells the truth and one of us always... Yeah, and we were like, oh, I don't remember how to do that. And then our paladin, he was like, do you tell the truth? And the one gargoyle said, yeah. And so he just stabbed the other gargoyle. He's like, you're the liar. And we were like, wait, that's not how it works. And then this hole in the wall opened up and it swallowed me up. And now I'm here. And I've been stuck here for days. I've been eating all my rations.
I'm going to put this in your native tongue. We're leaving you here because having you come with us is wicked hard.
No, you can't leave me here. I'm going to die and stuff. You gotta...
Yes, it kind of sounds like that's not a problem, though. It sounds like that's your problem. Here's some rations.
What?
So you're just going to leave this guy in prison?
0 level. What are we going to do
Absolutely
with
not. This goes against...
At least give me a chance.
Are you lawful?
We can't
I
leave
guess.
him there.
I guess. I have morals to abide by.
He's lawful evil.
Right? Lawfully chaotic.
lawfully chaotic.
Maybe your alignment should move one step towards chaos. I don't know.
That would just put me at neutral.
Yeah, I know. It's well,
Maybe 2 steps.
We're on our way. You know.
If she's not, I'm going to set her free.
Set her
I'm going to
free.
set her free.
Okay, all right. So you set him free.
And you don't know why you're in the prison? In the jail cell? You don't know why you're in the jail cell?
No, I just described you exactly what happened.
I know, but
And, like, nobody's come in here or nothing. Like, I had the rations in my backpack, and that's it. That's my pile of poop over in the corner.
I don't
Where's the
even
rest
know
of
about
your
the
party?
Malapo.
Well, I don't know. I was like sucked through the wall.
Only you?
Only me, apparently. And I've been yelling out the bars. Hey, guys! Hey, guys! And the only person that answers me is a crazy lady down on the
Kicked her in
end.
face.
Oh! He high fives you. She wouldn't shut up about the cult of the devourer. Oh, he's coming to destroy us all. I'm like, I'm trying to sleep down here, lady.
All right, let's
That voice is very hard on my throat.
let's head back up to
So tell me, what does the gnomish language sound like?
I just did tell you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do we have our own language? We probably speak Sylvan.
Oh. What does Sylvan
Oh,
sound
sweet.
like?
Is that what Sylvan sounds like?
Yeah, I'm speaking common with a Sylvan accent. So if you want to speak Sylvan, you talk the same way, you know.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Because Irina speaks Sylvan,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so you can do that. Yeah, we could speak to each other in Sylvan and nobody would know what we're saying.
All right, you can come with us, but you gotta do your own stuff. Like, we can't be here for you all the time.
Okay, I'm another 0 level. Oh, this is the halfling, huh? She doesn't look like I was picturing in my head.
Don't mind the face.
She's got like a raw steak on the side of her face.
Just bruises.
Oh yeah. Nobody will give her a yellow lotus tincture. Nothing. She's just all battered.
I need him for me.
All right. So now you're faced with 3 choices. You could either take these 0 levels back to Kobold Corners and get some rest and fix Abramovich's sword.
No, now he's interested.
You could try to rest here and then decide what you're going to do with the 0 levels, or you could just keep going.
I say we keep going.
I don't.
13 disapproval is great.
I think we should go back to Kobold.
I agree. I mean, what's it going to cost
Yeah, I
us?
think it's a good idea.
What's it going to cost?
I
2
just
random
wish it's a good idea
encounters?
because we can go back and hang out and get a rest and.
But though I've been thinking, you know, should I really trust that kobold blacksmith and all his rusty weapons to take care of my precious Zweihander?
Better question is, do you have a choice?
Yeah, do you have a
He
choice?
has the skill,
As
he
opposed
just
to
doesn't
just
have
not
the
having
material.
one?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are going to go back to Kobold Corners?
I say yes at this point.
There will be one chance for a random encounter on the way. Michael's going to roll a d12, and if he gets an 11 or a 12, you guys will be attacked.
8.
8. You guys hear some footsteps in the distance, but are not attacked on the way back. You going to go after the footsteps? Yeah, sure.
No, please.
They might be orcs. Do they sound or orcish with
No.
hobnailed?
They do not sound like hobnailed boots.
Okay.
At this time.
Never mind then.
I just also want to. I would love to set the scene of us coming in all orc armor and them just flipping out. Them just being like, "Oh my
Well,
god,
they would.
They're attacking us!"
They would, but don't forget, you guys know the password. Peppercorn! Peppercorn!
Oh, that's right.
So as you guys approach, the goblin, the kobolds, and Albert all shout the password so that they don't swing torches at you. And you guys are back in Kobold Corners. Everybody gets to rest.
Joy.
Your sword gets fixed.
Yay.
Your
That was
approval
easy.
gets fixed.
Healing up.
Yeah, y'all get healed up.
Okay. And 1 point for spellburn goes back up, right?
That is correct. Do you guys want to try to buy any yellow lotus tinctures?
Yes.
I think they're going to be pricey. They're going to be
Yeah.
like 50 gold.
That's what they are in 5e.
Yeah. So they are,
I am not.
For 1?
yes.
I got one if you want.
I just find it funny that it's like, oh, we don't need lotus tinctures, we have a healer. And then when we're out, we're like, oh, we don't need a healer, we got lotus tinctures. It's hard to spend money on that, you
I'm
know?
going to buy one.
Okay.
With the group funds or your own personal money?
Personal.
Okay.
Well, do you guys have any thoughts about spending some of the group fund on some more tinctures?
No, I want to hoard that.
Carl?
I'm okay with spending it on that. I don't care.
Well, we have 50 gold pieces of jewelry that we got in that one bit that's not going to go towards Snorri and Hankerin because they weren't with us in that last adventure.
Oh, that's
so
true.
we can spend that and buy a Lotus tincture.
Does everybody have at least one on them?
I have.
I
two.
have like a few. I think I have 2 or 3.
I have one.
Let me check.
I gave one to the
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
king.
All right.
The trash.
I have one.
So you buy one more?
Yep.
And those are 2 hit dice?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct. Your disapproval gets reset. You guys check in with Snorri. You show him the map of the dungeon from the side view. He is completely blown away. Oh my gosh. This is like Christmas and Halloween. Christmas and his birthday on the same day.
I tell him about the dwarven jail cells too.
He finds that very strange. And when you tell him about the weird section of dungeon that looks like it's from a completely different adventure for a completely different system, he's very interested in that. He wants you to bring back every detail you can because he's like, how could part of this dungeon not only be from a different dungeon, but from a completely different game system? That's like,
That's crazy.
that seems to be the most,
Crazy.
that's an important, you understand the importance of that discovery because the stats aren't even close. The math in 13th Age is insane.
This is a horribly stitched together mess of a dungeon.
If the DM could just make up his mind, I mean, it might not be that bad, but obviously he's all over the place. All right.
You've met this DM.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Monty Cook, I'm sure you're listening. We love 13th Age. Don't get me wrong, but it is a lot of math.
I think it's wonderful, Mr. Cook, that you've done this 13th age thing.
Bro,
It's
why are
wonderful.
you kissing up? She's not even, he or she is not even listening. I can't tell by the name.
Monty is a guy's name. Okay.
That's why I said
Yeah.
Mr. Cook.
Okay. The point is, you guys still want to try to go get the
The dragon.
The dragon.
Yeah, sure.
I guess that's
Okay, so
part
now
of
you
our
guys
quest.
go. You put on your disguises,
Yes.
and you head right back the way you came, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Or the way you went.
Yes.
So there's one more chance for a random
Can I roll?
encounter.
Okay.
Luke wants to roll this time.
Yay. Yay. Didn't get one.
Did not get an encounter.
Rolled a
Okay.
3.
So you guys make it back to this cavern area. There's nothing else to explore in the throne area, right? So you keep going down the cavern to the
Yes.
north.
Yes.
Was jail cell, was that a dead end as well?
It was.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. All right. So you guys come down this thing a little bit, and it opens up into a much, much larger chamber, like 2 football stadiums jammed together kind of chamber, right?
We recognize where we are on the map?
No. Yes.
What?
Yes, you do.
That's even more shocking.
So you saw this great big cavern type thing, and you think this might be it. So you are kind of up above. You're like probably 60 feet off the floor of the cavern. And there are these giant dwarven kind of pillars that hold up the top of the cavern, right? Like giant, like 60 feet around, right? And as you see in that picture, like they have built these little platforms and stuff onto these pillars. And there are campfires and stuff burning, and there are, little orcs up on these things, right? And in this chamber, you see essentially sort of an orc slave farm. Okay? So you've got, let's see. You guys are coming in? Yeah, you guys are coming in here. Okay? You've got these areas where there's all these yurts.
Okay.
That is obviously where they're keeping their slaves, which are mostly humans. But there's also some dwarves and stuff that you can see. These triangle things represent these giant pillars that the orcs have basically turned into high-rise condos, right? They've got these ladders, they've got these platforms. It's almost like an Ewok kind of thing. They're not living in the pillar, like they've built around the pillars these little flets, these little platforms for them to live on. So there's several of those. There's 2 large, dingy-looking pools where water is collected, and they're basically farming next to the pools.
Yeah.
And they have that thing where it's kind of like almost like a catapult where you pull water up out of the pool, and like the primitive way of irrigating your fields. So they've got all these fields full of mushrooms or whatever. You see the big midden things that they have. You also, with your elvish eyes, make out they have pig pens.
Oh, pigs.
Yes, and you see these pig pens, and they have, slaves going to and from those. You see an exit from the whole place up here. I think there's also, you see that the cave goes back a little ways this way too.
Yeah.
But you're not sure if that's an exit or what. So this is what you see. So you see maybe 100 orcs and maybe more than twice that many slaves.
Okay.
Plus numerous pigs.
I feel like they built this city on rock.
And roll.
There it was. I was waiting.
Again, we already blew our budget for Aerosmith. We can't afford.
We didn't sing
What
it,
are those
we
guys
just-
called?
Jefferson.
Yeah,
Starship,
Jefferson airplane, airship, starship plane. Yeah,
Airplane Star.
Those guys. Yeah, we can't pay them either.
Airplane. Starship.
So you're here, and you see this all laid out below you.
Yes.
And there's kind of like a path / stairway going from where you are kind of down to the ground and then into this large chamber.
Are there
How many orcs could we estimate are in here?
It's probably about 100 orcs and more than twice that many slaves.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess that with that number of orcs, we probably won't be able to just... I don't think our disguises would be super effective in this crowd. Although, then again, since it's so large, it might help us blend in more. I'm not sure.
Well, my question was: do we see any orc lookouts or anything?
Yes.
Was there any
Um,
alternate pathways for us to go?
Spotted us yet?
No. So it looks like most of the orc lookouts that you see on the platforms and stuff are watching the slaves. Nobody is like looking at this entrance that you guys are coming in through. There's nobody like watching it.
Right.
The pig pens have pigs in them?
Yes. Many pigs.
Okay.
Okay, do you
Duration
want...
varies.
What are you about to do?
I'm about to cast Invoke Patron.
Which would do...
Well, we've been doing it wrong the last couple of times that we did it, so I was going to do it, I think, the way it was intended this time.
Carl, can you get your dice bag out and do this? You're going to reach into your dice bag and grab a random number of dice.
The
Like he's going to give you a
spell-
number, and you're going to grab that many without looking.
Oh, I have my I don't know my
the
dice.
spell does a successful casting gives us a random number or a given number of plus 10s to his decision of what the plus 10 is added to.
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to add, it's not on there. There's this whole thing in the patron bond thing about basically like you can only do this like once a week is what it boils down to. Like this is a big ask of your god.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we're here. We just got to find that. So the question is then, do I do it now or do I wait till we find out where the dragon is?
I would say wait right now. I mean, I don't see a reason why we would need it right this second unless
Yeah.
we're playing on a big thing. Now,
If we planned on, taking on 20 orcs or something, try and get this thing back, then we'd probably want to do that. But I don't feel like we're about to go into some
Irina, roll your Obscura thing.
It does not say when. It doesn't say like it does not have a
I understand.
will expire now.
So you
or
get,
will
I think, your
expire.
dex plus the +5, right?
Yes.
It's so 9, and then 5 will be 14, 16.
Okay. So, like, you're looking at the density and, you're pretty good at sneaking around. You think that it wouldn't be impossible for you guys to kind of put your hoods up and stay together and maybe wend your way through here a little ways without getting spotted. Like, you're like,
Okay.
things are pretty spread out down here.
I'm not opposed to that kind of idea, but I do want to have an end goal in mind. Like, where do we plan on going? Like, is there an exit down there that we can see that we want to get to? And would we think that our objective, the dragon, is there? Or do we think it's in the city somewhere?
Well, I was gonna say, looking at you, Irina. What if we went down there and freed the pigs, so they go running everywhere, cause mass chaos down there? So all the orcs are trying to catch pigs, maybe try and catch humans or slaves, or get them. But basically have their focus on that, so we can go do whatever else we want to do.
Well, if we can get over there without causing a ruckus, then maybe we should use that as an escape plan.
I'm with that.
I mean, maybe that's true. I mean, but again, he would have to point out, what are we trying to do? Like, I'm going to tell you now,
there's the
if there are
only other
dwarves down
exit.
there as slaves, I'm going to free them.
Well, the only other exit that we know of offhand is the other side of the area.
But again, as I've said, if there are dwarves down there as slaves, I'm not going to let them stay there.
Yeah, well,
That's
we don't
fine,
have
but
to
we
do that
have the
right this
option
moment.
To come back.
Yeah.
Because we're going to
understand.
have to come back through here.
And that's fine, as long as that's
Yeah, I'm
understood.
totally with trying to free these
that's
people, but
fine.
I'm saying we need to pick our moment.
Oh, I'm fine with that too.
I didn't mention. Albert, make a lore check, and you can make like a religion check. So both of you basically make an intelligence check. The icon here in the middle is like a great big statue. Make an intelligence check.
11.
It looks like a big, scary, demon kind of creature. It's like a demon orc. It's got like one eye in the center of its face, like it's a cyclops, and it's got this incredibly menacing appearance.
I asked Irina, before we go down there, to ask Meepo or Kegel if orcs have their own language, or if they just speak common.
So, I'm glad you asked.
People speak Rigsmill.
Oh, that's right. Meepo does speak common.
He does speak common. This is as much for the listeners as for you guys.
The problem that you need to understand right away is that there is an orcish language. It's a perverted version of the dark speech itself, the language of chaos. Now listen, filth. The problem that happens is each individual orc tribe has its own debased version of the black speech.
Is that Meepo?
So, what happens is, when different orc tribes come together, they can't always communicate because their own dialects are a little different. But all of them speak like Marie's with a terrible accent. So, a lot of times, they'll all be speaking to each other in what they call Mannish. Understand, you maggots? And if it was good enough for Professor Tolkien, by God, it's good enough for Mighty Deeds.
Thunderjeep.
Whoever this person is,
That's how orcs talk.
Irina would like to kick them in the face.
That's how orcs talk.
So we got-
That's Irina's new
if you wanted to
signature
sound
move,
like
the
a
face
People in the
kick.
face.
if you want to sound like orcs, you got to talk like that. Because in Mordor, Professor Tolkien had them speaking to each other in Mannish so that the
Yes.
hobbits could understand them, right? And if it's not contrived for him to do it, then by God, it's not contrived for us to do it in Stonehell. So
think we're
that's
gonna
your
walk
answer. They do have their own language, but they talk to each other in Mannish for plot convenience.
Oh, cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, they sound like constipated bad guys.
I know, but I don't know if I can do that with a pirate accent.
No, you'd have to go straight to speaking like an orc. Also, if you've played Shadow of War, this is how every orc in the game talks to you. I'm finally here to get you, filth.
That's how they all talk.
That reminds me, I need to play. I never played the second one. I need to play this.
It's good.
It's good. I'd say it's better than the first.
I'm not casting the spell yet.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so
Okay, can we see that map again that you had so preciously made for us?
I think it looks great.
Thank you, Mr. Dungeon Master. Very cool.
yes.
We're coming from Sanctum.
We're coming from Sanctum. Do we want to go to the fighting pit?
So you do see a group of orcs go down that passageway, right? There's like 4 orcs and 2 slaves with wheelbarrows full of like turnips and stuff, and you see them like heading that way. So, and you can tell, I mean, that's pretty far away, but there is light in here. Like they're using little campfires and stuff, which, by the way, if you shoot with an arrow, you teleport right there and then the campfire explodes.
That's a Shadow of Mordor reference.
Sorry, yeah. So it's pretty hard to see that far away, but it looks like there's kind of a path.
Okay.
Heading out of the cavern that away. You also start to notice a band of armed orcs are coming through the main part of the cavern, and it looks like they're coming towards the stairs that you guys are at the top of. It looks like a patrol about the size of the patrol that you wiped out. It's about 8 or 10 orcs.
All right.
Abramovich is theorizing that these wheelbarrow fulls of turnips may be to feed the dragon we are after.
You think the dragon eats turnips?
You're much smarter than you look. You know that?
Thank you. I'm really not. I only have like an 11 intelligence, but thank you anyway.
I thought he was going to say, all right, we hide in a wheelbarrow full of turnips. I really thought like that was going to be the next sentence out of his mouth.
Let's go heading down.
That's a great idea,
Let's just start heading
actually.
down. We're dressed like orcs, right?
Is there? Okay, that's fine. Is there any? You said there are houses on the tower or on the pillars themselves.
Yes.
Is there anything that looks more opulent than the others up there? Like, does it look like, hey, these are the kings
Yes.
of the orcs up there?
Do they look sturdy?
They look reasonably sturdy. I mean, not... Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to try to find a way to bust them, yeah. But they're not, like, all interconnected. You know what I mean? Like, they're individually... There's ladders between them, and then each level is kind of nailed to the post.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you could, like, get one of them to collapse for sure.
Get the top one to collapse.
Yeah, if you can get the top one to collapse, then you'd have a chain
Find
reaction.
the most opulent one.
Yeah.
So, yes. I think...
Add that to the chaos.
Near this one, halfway up this one, is a place that looks more enclosed. There's more coming and going from it. There's more torches there. So you think that's either the feast hall or the chief's, you know...
Thing, though, do we think the dragon's in the fighting thing, or do we think it's in with the chief?
I
it'd
think
be
that
with
they
the
would
fighting
have it
thing.
in the fighting thing.
I don't think they would have it near their chief.
Because it's
I don't know if he
not.
keep
I'm
it as a
going
pet
with
or not,
the-
if he's
I'm
a
going
dwarf
with
and
the-
orc.
Let's head that way, but keep our ears open for...
Well,
Chatter of dragon.
the thing I think too is when we get into the fighting area and we figure out what's going on in there, if there's no way out from there, I think we should make as much chaos as we can in that room so that we pull as many of the orcs in that room as possible to make it easier for us to get the slaves out.
What we need to do is develop a killing field and then murder.
Well,
Kill zone.
Yeah.
Find the kill
choking
zone.
cloud.
Well, now that I got my now that I got my Zweihander,
Spell burn.
Oh, no.
and now that I've got my Zweihander, I could go on a theoretically infinite streak of killing them as long as they're within
The
5 feet.
infinite
You
cleave.
could choking cloud them down to like 1 HP, and then he could just go
Yeah,
smash through them one after another.
I love it. So much good stuff. All right, so you guys are going to try to pass by
Yes.
this patrol.
Well, give them the room because they're obviously...
Who's in front?
I think you should be in front because you seem to know what you're doing with the whole stealth thing. You know.
Sure.
Why are we stealthing? We were dressed like orcs.
Well, you know, but she was thinking about how we could get through without being noticed. You know.
No, I mean, I don't know.
I'm
Basic.
not
Do we
gonna-
know anything about orc culture at all?
No.
Sure. Like, what do you ask? What?
How are females in orc eyes? Like, are they lower than males? Are
Okay,
they more
so
respected?
so I've read all of the books, and I've played all the way through all the games, and I've never seen an orc
There's
chick.
no
Yeah.
females.
Right?
Then
So
Because they're not.
so
Because
no.
orcs aren't born.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They're created.
So
Right.
I think if there are, I think basically she's passing for an orc the same as all the rest of you are.
Right, but I'm saying her voice. She would.
Nah. They're high pitched orcs that talk like this.
Of course.
I don't know.
And then there are orcs
You can
that
go
talk like
forward
this.
then. You can be in the front.
I'm just saying,
I'll,
we gotta be
handle,
rude
I'll
and you
handle
gotta be...
Andy, you know.
I think from our
talking
last
encounters, if it's
interaction,
gonna be
I have no
problematic.
problem being rude.
Yeah, but that's a totally different campaign. I don't know.
You want me to kick someone else in the face?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
yet. No. Not yet.
I don't have an issue with this at all.
All right, so is Irina in front? Is that what I'm taking from all this?
And I'm in second.
Okay, so you guys are going down the pathway. There's a few steps. There's a little pathway. They're coming up. They obviously see you guys, and they don't like immediately draw their scimitars or anything like that.
They have scimitars?
Well, that's what they're called.
Oh, okay.
So, yes.
So as they get ready to pass you, you know, the one in front kind of has his torch, and he kind of tries to look in your hood a little bit or something like that. He's like,
Where have you filth been? Get back to work.
Oi!
And just,
We have been.
oh, the role-playing excellence of Mighty Deeds. Oi! Okay, sure.
I in agreement, and then just get back to work.
Okay.
Been to see your mom.
I'm not trying to get a
Nice.
promotion here. I just want to go back to work.
Did you hear what Sully said?
No.
Been to see your mom.
I got 2 things of flowers. One's for your mom and one's for your sister.
Okay, so you guys pass the orcs pass you. Meepo and Kegel like walk past, you know, holding their cloaks. No problem. Everything's great. You guys are in the main chamber.
Cool.
All right. So now, have you decided you're going to try to go all the way through? You're going to try to go to what looks like the chief's state? Are you going to try to kind of stay out of the light and just get to the other side?
We're going to try to go to the fighting area. 'cause
Fighting
that's
bits,
where
yeah.
we think that they is,
I
but
think
we're
we
also
should.
going to listen out
Yeah.
for talk of whatever.
The dragon.
The dragon.
Stone Guardian. Luke.
Yes?
Abramovich notices that the orcs have these like barrels near their fires of grog, and that the orcs just walk over there and just scoop out some with a mug, and they just are guzzling grog.
You really are going for the Shadow of Mordor angle,
I
aren't
have
you?
no idea what you're talking about, but yeah, you just notice that they have these uncovered grog barrels
That's a
sitting around that they're all chugging out of all day
useful
long.
thing to notice.
Yeah. You don't see any explosive barrels, though, just so you know.
I mean, you know.
Do we walk past any of those grog barrels?
you can, but you're going to have to get a little closer to one of the fires to do it, because they're all close to, like, the little campfires and things.
I mean, what advantage would we get from doing that? I mean, you know.
Well, I was
Overhear rumors.
not just that. I was going to take like a couple of my spikes and dip them in the grog.
Your spikes?
Yeah, from my little steak launcher. Get
From
them real
shooting
so
people
sticky.
with
Sterilize their wounds.
So I can light it on fire and shoot
Oh,
it.
oh.
You could already-
I don't think grog is that strong. It's like beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like watered down.
beer.
Yeah. It's not strong enough.
Yeah. you can already
grog,
light them on
grog, grog,
fire.
grog.
I mean,
I mean, they are just pieces of wood.
So,
wrap them in a bit of cloth, set that on fire. I mean,
who said something about hearing rumors?
Me.
Michael,
Yes.
you hear two orcs talking to each other
In Manish.
in Manish. Like you guys, they're kind of you're passing under one of these sort of platform things, and there's two orcs up there that are obviously on guard duty, and you overhear them talking to each other. Do you stop long enough to hear their talk?
Yes, I stopped to tie my shoe.
Okay, so you signal the group to stop, which you're kind of out of sight anyway, you know. So you all stop. So these two orcs are talking about an orc named Grimtusk.
You see, the problem is, Fangrot never comes out of Deep Keep. And if he doesn't come out of Deep Keep, Grimtusk won't be able to get at him. I think Grimtusk is a lot stronger. Oh, he's a lot stronger. Have you seen him? Have you seen his stats? He's definitely the better fighter. Yes, that's why Fangrot is afraid to fight him, afraid to face him. So he stays locked up in Deep Keep, day and night, Oh, I wish he'd come out of that place. I know Grimtusk would challenge him for supreme rulership.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. He could definitely take him any day of the week, the little pansy.
I wouldn't go exactly that far. Hey, what are you doing there? Finish tying your hobnail boots and move on.
What was the other name?
Grimtusk is the one their favorite. Fangrot, 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 is the one who doesn't come out of Deep Keep.
Deep keep.
But yeah, you overhear them say something about he knows a lot of he knows a lot of Twisted Nail orcs.
Yeah.
Would support Grimtusk in a bid against Fangrot. All right. You overhear that. Grog barrels. You've already seen the slaves. You've already seen the swines. So you get a little closer to the swines. These things are obviously like half devil. You know, these things are some kind of
Mutant
demon pigs.
Do
Yes.
they have a taste for orcish flesh?
Not that you can see. It actually looks like the handlers, at least, like have a good relationship with them. Like they step right into the pit, into the pens, and they're feeding them, and they're rubbing them behind the ears and stuff. So they keep them penned up, but then like they put them on like a leash and like take them out too, right? Like they take them on little walkies and stuff, and they don't put muzzles on them or anything, and they're like barking at the slaves and like trying to get at the slaves, which the orcs seem to think is hilarious.
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get at my empathy, aren't you?
No, like they're obviously bad piggies, right?
I mean, I see what you're trying to do. You want me to have one as a pet.
No. They're
I
bad.
think you mean a mount.
That's where I'm going.
No. They're bad piggies. They're very, very bad piggies.
Who's
And-
a bad piggy? They're all bad piggies.
I say a hero dice and some luck says they're not.
Maybe there's one of them in this whole pen that's a good one, but they like the orcs think it is hilarious the way they try to cripple the slaves and stuff, and they just look a little bit demonic. They've got like this demonic look to them. I know
Demonic
that makes you want them more. As
I
about
know. What are you talking about?
So that's the situation with them. But you still think like, have you ever seen like a Boston Terrier with the zoomies? You know what that is? Like where they start zooming around the house like crazy. You do think like if you broke down one of these pens, all the pigs would get the zoomies at the same time,
Right.
and would just be running everywhere. So that still seems to be a realistic.
They will eat those prisoners.
Ooh, that's
You
true.
might eat a few. Yes.
Now you don't care about the
If I get a
flavor.
mount out of this, how
Now
does this
you don't
work?
care.
How does this
I'm glad. Okay, I
Yeah.
just need to know where we're drawing the line.
Right. As long as they don't eat any of the dwarves, I mean, you know.
No one cares.
All right.
I'm so sorry, but I gotta hit the restroom.
Okay. All right, so you guys are making your way across this chamber, and we're gonna have one, group of orcs, right? So what actually happens is this orc is walking his hell pig, right? And the hell pig either gets a scent of your dwarf or your kobolds or something. It's like barking like crazy. And your guys are trying to be all nonchalant, but the two orcs that are walking the hell pig, you know, kind of are looking a little askance at you guys and are starting to come your way. What do you do?
Shoot him.
How do they talk again?
Like military sergeant.
No,
kind of
like a
thing.
London accent, like a
Oi! Get over here, you filth!
Okay, so I want to be like, I kind of want to turn to everyone because I notice. I want to like openly tell them that I notice it's barking, or them see
Oinking.
that I understand. Yeah, and then I'm like, "Oi! The smell of these stupid slaves all over us, causing these demon pigs to bark. And then we just keep walking.
All right. Roll a d20 and add your personality modifier. Wait. What'd you roll? I can't see it from
3.
You rolled a 3? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You gonna try rolling your hero die too?
Yeah.
No, forget it. Do it.
Ah, who cares?
If you want to, do it. If you don't, don't.
Well, I don't really know.
I mean, you're only surrounded by 100 orcs.
Yeah,
so,
you know. Who needs it?
If we die, that means we get new characters.
Ooh, that is true.
Nobody likes their characters all of
I've
a sudden?
always wanted a new character.
Nobody likes their characters now?
Never said that.
No one said that.
No.
Jason's been doing all this art of the characters.
Albert has literally tried to kill himself 50 times.
That is a lie from Satan.
These are fan favorite characters.
Oh,
the only
sure.
characters.
Do we have fans?
Yes. I mean, of all the characters that we've had on Mighty Deeds, these are our fans' favorites.
Okay,
Well, see, you
I
say
say
personality, and that's
don't
what
worry
drew
about it
me down.
because Nigel's going to come to the rescue no matter what.
Save it.
Okay.
So he rolled a 3.
Okay.
So they keep coming?
They're like,
Tell me they keep coming.
yes, they keep coming. What do you do? What do you got in mind?
Oh, I'm going to go over there. Well, I guess I have to be kind of beard. Oh, tucked in. I don't like a tucked in beard. I got to say, Oi! You get that hell pig under control right now, or I'll come over there and scratch it behind his ears and take it from you.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your personality modifier.
How about a 1? What does a 1 get me?
This is
Okay.
This can only end well.
So
There's
Carl,
nothing I can do about that.
as okay.
Where are we?
So yeah, you guys are here. Yeah.
Oh God.
Told you to sneak in, let
You
the
know.
hell pigs out, but you all were like, no, don't do it.
Uh-oh. This is bad.
I feel like
And then
next to me.
You take an opportunity attack from all 100 as you try to flee.
They have to get close enough first.
Oh, they'll be close enough.
all right.
Listen here,
You know,
Cleavathon. This is what you wanted.
Cleave-a-thon.
All right. There's a couple over here.
Cleave till you drop.
I feel like now might be a good time to cast that spell. Or before either of us rolled a 3 and a 1.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Okay, so those guys are here. There's a couple over here. There's a couple over here. These walls are just rubble and stuff. But there is a very nearby pig pen.
Is that 12 live?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Where's the pig pen?
here.
And where are we on the map?
You're more than halfway across the
All right.
area.
All right.
Not too close to any of the fires. You're close to one of the fields. So there's like a big
There was a big pig pen next to the. There
Yeah.
was a field that had a pig pen next to it.
yeah. So there's the closest thing is a pig pen and some erts. The next closest thing is a field full of slaves with
Okay.
mud. There's some beautiful filth over here. And then the next to that is a big pond that they're getting water out.
So what, do they just immediately draw their weapons?
Did I say that?
No, I was just asking.
Okay, so you see this nearby pig pen, is on your mind that all the pigs are acting wild. Okay, so he says he's still holding his pig, but he hears your voice, and he's like,
Hey, what tribe are you? Who's your captain? Hey, you there!
What's the guy's name again?
Grim Tusk or Fangrot? Fangrot's the one that runs everything.
"Okay, no, wait, you've already rolled a 1. I just want to let you know." So I mean.
I know, but I can re-roll for this. That was for that. This is a totally different thing. I can
Well, I'm
re-roll.
just letting you know they're coming towards you guys. So if you guys want to try to come up with a distraction, this is the round to do
I'm
it.
about to do it. I'm about to be that distraction.
Okay, great.
So it was Grim Tusk
Grim, yes.
and Fangrot.
Fangrot is in the room and he never comes out.
Right, but it's Grim Tusk.
And
is the
Grim
other
Tusk wants to challenge him.
So this is happening in real time, right? He
Yeah.
says, "Who's your captain?" And you wait, which dwarf is which orc is the orc with the? Okay, got it.
I was thinking managed.
If you're gonna say, "Hey, look," you have to say
No,
Fangrot.
I'm gonna go. Once very clear. Oh, God, how do you do that?
Higher.
Oi! It's very clear that we are part of the Grim Tusk clan, and we are his right-hand orcs, and you are coming up on us. You probably belong to that dang fang rot, don't you? You're always hiding in there.
Okay.
Okay. This can end well.
Okay.
No, we can't.
So give me an idea. Help me out. What are you picturing happening? Like them just walking away, or them walking towards you, or?
Well, it depends on how. I mean, it would depend on who they belong to or what clan they're in. If they're part of Grim Tusk, they might try and argue with me and then start an argument, which therefore might give him a chance to go over to the pig pen. If they're Fangrot, they might try to start having an argument with me yet again over Fangrot being, oh, well, he's better than Grim Tusk. Which again would give him the opportunity to sneak over there and do some stuff. Or
Okay.
they might be like, whatever. They might just be like,
So
oh,
you
well,
accuse them of being part of Fangrot's
Right.
group,
Yes.
and you said you're with Grim Tusk group.
Yeah. And clearly,
What?
there's a bunch of Grim Tusk people around there, so maybe if they hear this, they might look bad on them as well.
Yeah. So they're still coming towards you, and they're kind of talking to each other. What do the rest? Are the rest of you going to hold steady, or are the rest of you going to do anything as they approach?
I would like to try to stealth.
You want to
to,
like step behind it?
Just like duck behind and around.
All right.
It's going to be tough because there's not much to hide behind.
I'm hiding behind a whole focal point.
All right.
Behind the dwarf?
Will it be hard?
All right.
Okay, hold on. It's impossible unless I know what he's trying to hide behind. Okay.
Oh, I'm just trying to walk through these two and make it seem like I'm a different person when I get to the other side.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
He's going to try and
maybe step over here and then maybe they think Abramovich went around.
What?
Okay.
He's basically going to try and
Listen.
break from the party and not have them notice.
I'm just trying to basically I'm trying to walk in between these guys and disappear.
Okay. And then go where? Just like
Okay. I'm going to provide cover for that. I'm going to step up to whoever seems to be leading them. I'm going to say,
You best carefully consider whose hobnail boots you tread on, boy.
roll an intimidate check with your strength bonus.
strength? All right, I'll take that. How does a 15 sound? Hey, that cuts hard.
15 sounds good. Okay. So your orc impression and your size obviously gives them pause, right? Like they're like, whoa, he's a biggin. And you sound more like an orc to them. So they're trying to keep their pig under control, and they're definitely distracted as Irina slips over here. You don't even have to make a check.
Okay.
So are you going to try to let the pigs go?
I want to try and do it as seamlessly as possible, just knock down a part of the fence, because I imagine it's just a rickety,
Yeah. Okay, so
hobbled together.
So a couple
fence.
people are kind of looking over here. So go ahead and roll your Obscura thing.
Was it +5?
12.
12 it is. Okay.
5 plus my agility, which is 2.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So you, without anybody really noticing that you did it, you managed to open one of the gates, and there's a bunch of squeals of excitement, and pigs start running out in every direction. So now we've got Distraction-orama. We've got these two guys are feeling intimidated by Abramovich. Albert, what are you doing?
I'm
Waiting for the signal.
moving along.
Yeah, are you okay? So you just start
Moving on, moving
just act like
along.
whatever their problem is. Okay.
That's what I'm doing. We just keep moving, people. Just keep moving.
Okay. So everybody roll a d20 and add your personality bonus.
17.
3.
9.
Oh, God.
13.
Okay, so we got 2 successes and we got 2 failures. You got a 9? Do you have a hero die you can
They
spend?
both have hero dice. Burn them up.
But he only got like a 2. I don't think you can.
You could try. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, he could roll a 12.
He could.
Oh, you want me to try it?
I mean,
Well, this is your chance to get away without getting noticed. Just
I'm
saying.
all for it. Oh, you actually rolled a 12.
15.
oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna use my luck
Luck. Okay.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
because it doesn't matter.
Okay. I don't know. Whatever.
10, 11. Dang. That's
Just-
so close. I just need the 1.
Feel again.
The hero die would have done that, but
Are you just gonna?
Luke.
Are you gonna take that?
Man, I take what?
Oh, you're gonna burn it.
No,
Okay.
I pass.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. So
It's just luck.
Okay.
you guys managed to while these guys kind of get semi-distracted and Abramovich says something about can't keep your damn animals under control, and while their backs are turned, you all just make off. Yeah.
I would like to say, just for the purposes of like my thought process when it comes to the hero die versus luck, you can get a bigger bonus using the hero die. So for rolls like this, I'm always going to use luck first.
Okay. It's just you're burning permanent luck is the only difference. But whatever
Yeah,
you want
I
to do,
can
man.
get it back if we
Kill a demon.
if we do something that causes us to get luck back.
That's true.
Kill a demon.
Also, if I do something creative, I get a plus D12 hero die to any roll. So
Right.
I mean, I would rather use up all my luck now and
Your
then
logic is reasonable. I would
rely
say.
on the hero die every time.
Okay.
Because I would rather save that for like big rolls. Like if
I
we're
haven't even
fighting
gotten to use
someone.
my hero dice yet. I haven't had to make too many rolls yet.
Right. You haven't been rolling tonight. Okay.
you had your chance and you chose not to do it.
So now you guys basically are at a spot where nobody's really paying very much attention to you, and you can see the sort of turnip truck passage, or yeah. The turnip cartwheel passage that goes out of here, and they're basically orcs and orcs with slaves like going to and from on this road. Are you guys just going to pull the set? You're making a face.
Oh no, I was just thinking, is there like a devil pig that maybe ran up this way, kind of following us, and maybe I could,
You
know,
didn't make
just
friends
big
with the
enough
devil
that I
pig.
could, possibly get on its back and ride it as.
I feel like you riding a devil pig will be very suspicious.
Yeah, that's a big no from the rest of the party.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't
That
know.
we were
Something
walking
about
up
turnip
the
carts?
path, turnip carts.
Yeah, are you guys just going to walk up there?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
going to walk along the path.
Pick our way, yeah.
Okay,
These
you
boots were made for walking.
We're gonna act like we belong.
right.
Dive into a turnip cart. You know?
So definitely there are a couple of orcs that are kind of guarding the path.
Yeah.
Right, and watching all the orcs and slaves and everything coming and going.
I'm going to bump into a slave. Watch where you're going, slave!
Okay.
Okay.
I'm selling it.
Push him into the orc.
Yeah.
Oh, into the orc.
Well, push him into something. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Into a turnip cart.
Orc immediately stabs him.
Yeah, roll that
Roll
personality.
that personality and fail.
Roll that personality check.
Roll that personality and fail.
8,
9.
9. It was easy.
He just glances at the thing.
Anybody can give you a hero die at
I'll
any
give you My
time.
hero die.
Anybody can give you a hero die at any time.
19.
Oh yeah, okay.
20.
So you totally distract the guards.
Not only that, when you pushed him into the guard, you killed the guard. Give me my hero die back.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Excellent. All right, so you guys make it through there, and you make it into the next area.
Which is area 12.
B12.
Oh, my bad.
So,
Sense.
all right,
The
so
jail. Okay.
if you
okay.
look at the map at the bottom where it says page 170, if you zoom in down there, you'll see the little throne, and you'll see the 10-sided room, and you'll see the dungeon. You see that?
Right, yes.
At the bottom. Then you go through those caves, and area 2 is the slave farm that you just came from. Okay?
Yeah.
So then you go to area 3, which is the fighting pits, which we're going to talk about now. And in the distance, you can see Area 4, which is the keep itself, the big orc fortress.
What about 5? Do we see 5?
I'm sorry, 4 and 5. Yeah, 4 just represents the gates to the fortress. 5 is the orc fortress itself. Deep keep.
Huge.
It is, yeah. So you guys come into, you thought that previous cavern was big. This is redonkulous.
Did we see that on the map?
Well, you're thinking now, okay, this must be what they meant by the huge redonkulous cave on the map on the floor.
Yeah.
You thought it was that cave back there. It's actually this cave in here that is the huge redonkulous cave.
Okay.
All right. So you guys see an sort of outdoor arena kind of thing. Okay?
Arena outdoors.
Never.
It's so you basically got these huge kind of stair step things that go up to the entry, right? And there are these statues which are obviously not orc made, right? They've got all these different statues of different like people, like philosophers or something, like these giant 20-foot tall statues on the steps going up.
They've all got mustaches drawn on them.
Punch them as we pass,
They're 20-foot tall. Okay. But, you're trying to blend in, be like spit on them on your way by.
Punch
The stairs go up to what is like the main entry of like the Colosseum in Rome kind of thing, right? And there's this huge thing there. And on these steps, all of the there's maybe 50 orcs that are tailgating, right? They've got barbecues, they've got slip and slides, they've got beer and grog, and what else do you have at I guess you just basically barbecue, right?
They have
it's-
hot dogs made out of demon pig.
yeah, they have the demon pig brisket, and they have these giant hands made out of mushroom. That you slide over your own hands. Got a big number one.
But it's the middle finger.
Of course.
Yeah.
Here's your hero die. There you go. You already got one. So
I give it to Sully before I say that.
no. So you guys see that. You can go past it towards Deep Keep, or you can kind of head towards this amphitheater.
I feel like if they're going to have the dragon,
It's
going to
be in the
for
keep.
entertainment purposes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different conclusion to draw. I would also think that maybe it's in their...
They're not holding it hostage.
Possibly. I mean, I was considering that they were, having it as, some sort of matador fight in their fighting pits. But at the same time, wasn't it a young dragon? I mean, that wouldn't be too much of a challenge,
No, but what would be the purpose of what are they going to get from the kobolds?
That's
to hold
a very
it
fair
hostage?
point.
But, I mean,
I
it
don't
would
know,
be
we
a
don't know.
great challenge against slaves who have no armor or weapons. And
Yeah.
the orcs could just
Oh,
laugh
yeah.
at
Funny
them.
to see people get killed by a
And-
dragon.
yeah,
Having a dragon's a pretty ideal
Yeah,
situation.
it would at least be exotic, right?
But then again, it's...
so you guys are starting to walk, and you guys are trying to mumble to each other,
We can just glance in and see. We don't.
and
Have
you definitely overhear,
I can't wait to see that dragon eat a few slaves. I'm buying tickets for that. It's Dragon Day, yeah!
He's not going to buy tickets. He's going to try and sneak in with the crowd.
Those lads that went and got that dragon, they deserve the extra share of grog that they got. I'll tell you what, I'm betting heavily on the dragon.
No, it's just a young dragon. It's barely a wyrmling. Probably can't even breathe fire. It'll be destroyed by these hardened slaves.
I also love the fact that it's not a flame-breathing dragon.
it's not a flame breathing. No, not at all.
They don't know that.
You guys know that, but they don't know that. Yeah. So this is the tenor of the conversation that you overhear. Are you guys going up the steps, kind of like towards the front
Yeah.
gate?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
overestimating orc intelligence, but I find it a little weird that they would contest with these kobolds just to get a dragon to fight their slaves.
Bunch of idiots.
I mean, that's fair.
Does there seem to be an entrance wherein you would take potential slaves for fighting the dragon?
You're going to circumnavigate the building?
I'm going to try that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
So
the way-
there's a,
we don't need to go in the front door. I think we need to come around the back.
Yeah, you just idly walk around. Yeah,
I
yeah.
also
So
think
there's
you
the.
guys should use someone who could be a potential slave to fight said dragon that maybe you could use as a prisoner to use as a slave.
I hear elves are really good at sleeves.
Well, I'm just saying you should probably use that.
What? Yeah, what is this third person you guys should?
I think you guys should consider.
You think we should consider?
I think we should consider using one of us as a potential slave to turn over and get inside this place.
I'll do it.
Well, then, but what would be the end goal for that person? Have
To
him
get
go.
us inside.
Well, wouldn't we already get inside? I mean, we found the back entrance?
Yes, you guys go around. There is a.
What if we go up there and we're like, it's our turn to take. We're signing up for duty to watch the slaves.
Well, yeah. Well, let's
before
find
they
out if there's
don't like
even any
our
guards there first.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So you guys do find what's obviously the staff entry. There's a big dumpster right there, and there's a couple orcs standing there in aprons,
great.
smoking cigarettes.
My cape says staff on the back.
No, there's a couple orcs standing there in aprons, smoking cigarettes.
Smoking cigarettes. Mushroom cigarettes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Has anybody worked in fast food where there weren't a couple people smoking out by the dumpster out back?
Always.
Yeah, of
Every
course.
15 minutes. I'm taking a smoke break. I wish I could take a smoke break, says everyone else.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
So the servants' entrance doesn't appear to have like guards, but like you guys are disguised in armor, right? Whereas most of the orcs you see coming and going look like they're more of the peasant class, so they're just like wearing a shift or an apron, or
Mind your business.
I'm just telling you
I
that
know.
there's a difference.
I know.
That's all. I'm just letting you know.
We walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They question us and I kick one of them in the face.
That's what I'm saying.
Know
Okay.
your place.
Yeah. So one of the
Peasant.
one of the orcs that's out back smoking, right as you guys are about to walk in, is like, "Oh, you gotta go around front and pay admission."
Mind your business.
Roll plus personality.
Mind your business.
Oh wait! Whoa!
Yeah, no. Of course I'm not going to fail. I'll pass. No, I
Oh,
failed.
I yelled "whoa."
Mind your business.
Are you yelling "mind your business" and hitting them, or are you just yelling "mind your business"?
Oh, do the hit!
Hitting them.
Hit him.
Say what?
Maybe you should
Okay, go ahead and
let
roll.
me do.
What am I rolling?
Roll plus personality.
A fail.
Go ahead and roll plus personality.
14.
Okay. Why do you keep using that die?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even pretty.
fair, he's-
That's the best one you've got.
To be
No.
fair, he's
Oh, okay.
changed his die already.
Oh, has he? Okay.
I've gone through 6, by the way, and I can't find a good one anywhere.
This one's serving me pretty well for the few rolls I've had.
Right? Okay. All right. So he's like,
I am just trying to do my job.
you know. All right. So you guys are in, right? And there's the loading dock, and there's the ice machine, and there's the
Frozen Coke.
What else is back there? I mean, the walk-in freezer.
Entrance to the cages.
No, not here.
A broken McDonald's ice cream machine.
That's what we need to find.
Okay.
We're
So
in, but I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry.
what are you guys saying?
I was asking him, how are we getting this dragon out of here?
Yeah, I don't
are
know.
we going to put it in a cart full of turnips and try and get it out?
Yes!
Because that's all I've got.
Yes.
I don't know how we get a giant dragon.
We
out
put
of
it
here.
in
not.
It's not
It's
giant.
small.
It could literally just walk
just a little
underneath one of us.
Told
in
you
the
guys
cloak.
so many times.
Just a
It's
little
like
guy.
It's
4
small.
feet long.
Little guy.
Just put it in a cart, put a blanket over it, wheel them out. It's easy.
Put a couple turnips in there.
Listen, we can at this point we could dress it in slave clothes and just say we're gonna take it somewhere to kill it.
Yeah, exactly.
They won't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of idiots.
A bunch of stupid old orcs. That's the point of the orc.
They literally
They're
kidnapped a
dummies.
dragon to have it fight their
They were
slaves.
written. Their entire character
very-
arc is
Idiots.
They're very
Stupid.
convinced that this is what we have to do. So
I
kinda
feel like
like
this
the
is going to go
idea.
sideways real quick.
it's gonna go
Wait,
sideways
wait,
into
wait.
a bunch of orcs that don't know their left from
Wait,
their
you-
right.
think it's gonna go sideways,
Can I
Jason?
please have the floor? I just want to say for the record that Mr. I've got to find a demon pig to ride
Right.
for the rest of the adventure just said, I feel like this is going to go sideways somehow.
A demon pig is one
suspicion
thing.
is
Sneaking a
riding.
dragon out through hundreds hundreds of orcs is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
A
Here's a
4
question.
foot long, that's
Here's a
mostly
question.
tail. It's probably 3 feet of tail. Dragon is going to be hard to get out of here.
Here's a question.
Yes, sir.
Do they have any demon pigs down here?
No.
Oh, they gotta have slaves fighting demon
Wait,
pigs.
Well,
out here.
okay,
there's
hold
no
on,
way. They
hold
would be
on.
eating up all the people bodies.
Okay. You guys are not in the slave pits.
We need to find the slave.
Okay. You guys are in like the concession. Yes, you really are. Right? This is-
$13 for popcorn.
yeah, but you're on the other side, right? Like you're where they're making the popcorn
Yeah,
and
we're
making
like
the
just taking
cotton
a thing of
candy.
popcorn and we're just.
Popcorn for everybody. We're just going to throw the popcorn
Okay.
out to the crowd.
So you guys
As
can
a distraction.
see.
Flood warning.
All right, so yeah, so you guys are just walking around in this area. You get to where you can see. There's like a tunnel that leaves this area that everybody grabs a tray that they carry full of concessions.
Rat tails, get
Right,
your rat
yeah,
tails.
exactly, right? Yeah. If you've seen the Life of Brian, you've got this little tray and it's got a strap around your neck and you're walking around handing out hot dogs, right? So that's where you are. And you guys come to where you can see the arena proper, right? Everybody roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Hey, 14.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I got a 10. Was this easy?
After we roll, he changes the difficulty card.
I'm changing. This is for your future. Okay, so who
20.
who got what?
I got a 14.
12.
Okay.
It's my best roll.
So you're the only one who got a high number? Okay. So basically you notice across from where you guys are is the main entrance, right? And then there's all these stands that are basically like would be in an actual Roman amphitheater. They're basically just like steps that people are sitting on, right? And then built above the entrance is like the box section, right? And you see like all of the important orcs are up there and they got a bunch of human slave girls like feeding them grapes and giving them liquor and everything else, right? Up there.
I hardly even know her.
Yeah. So then
I just like to say like the sexualization of the like having women like serve them is hilarious because all of them don't. I mean, they're all male looking, but they don't technically have a gender.
Right. So I agree with you, and you need to take it up with the designers of the module because
let me
here
guess,
on page one,
they're a man.
on page 176, you see the orcs sitting there looking down on the stage, and they look like a bunch of crime bosses in a 1950s gangster film, sitting around the table, and they have human females like serving them.
Well,
and
they
everything.
could be like the goblins.
I mean, and plus, half orcs have to come from somewhere. So
I was going to say they could
you
be
know.
like goblins from Goblin Slayers, where there's only
Well,
males, but they have sex with human females. To
Half
reproduce.
orcs and those types of orcs exist in universes where female orcs can exist.
No, the problem is just that we have an inconsistent universe here.
Well,
Right.
the problem is
I think
that
we do have female
one
orcs.
person created the orcs, and then everybody else said, "I'm going to make my idea of what an orc
Right,
is,"
right.
and they just
And
went
the,
off.
and the
with it.
DM hasn't really come up with a consistent
That one.
idea of what the orcs are. So anyway, you see that. You see, obviously, the fighting pit, the area itself with like a lift, like two separate lifts that come into it,
That did not even sound like lightning, man.
right?
That sounded very.
And
That
then
was kind of scary.
That sounded like a
You-
drawn out gunshot or something.
you see the stairs that go down to the below ground area. It's like off to the side, like
So we have to go through that area with the uppity crust orcs.
no.
okay.
But you would have to kind of be in plain view where you're just okay. Like picture a
Gotcha.
rodeo
Gotcha.
where you've got the area where the action is happening, and then you've got a service area around that. Like you could walk along the service area to get to those stairs going down, but you're going to be like in full view of everybody.
Right.
Is there any other way to get to those stairs going down?
I mean, is there like a concession like bar that we could just go, but like crouch and kind of get around?
Can
Or
we
is
just
it
take
too
the
inconsistent
trays?
to be able to
People
do?
serving food down there?
Yeah, are there people in the stands?
I think we're too armored for that. Would be the problem.
There are people in the stands. No, the concession people don't go down there. Yes, you're too armored to look like concession people. Who has the highest luck? Roll your luck or less on a d20.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are looking at the whole situation, and Abramovich is like, Abramovich thinks as long as we stick close to that low wall, no one would really be able to see us. And then Abramovich thinks we could cut across right there where the fire extinguisher is, and we would be at the steps.
The fire extinguisher.
Abramovich thinks if we stay low, we could make it.
All right, let's do
I'm
it.
just glad this whole place is up to code, really.
That's the best part about it.
No,
Ain't no dummies that don't have it up to code.
There's only two exits: the servant entrance and the main entrance. That's our biggest code violation, right
Orcs known to take on the kobolds, but never OSHA.
there. So you guys go around.
Hey, nobody takes on OSHA.
You guys follow Abramovich's
Yeah,
advice.
yeah.
You go down the steps,
Yes.
and you come down here. So now you're coming down this staircase, and you're underground. You come into this,
Area?
underground room. You guys are coming in this way, and there's basically only one way out of this room along this far wall. There's no doors, but there's several orcs here just like sitting at a table. These are armored up orcs. These are not servant orcs. They're just, hand me a table from that clear one there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They're just like sitting here playing dice. Irene, are you in front?
I would assume that. Well, if I'm not in front, I'm close to front.
Go ahead and roll your kind of tracking thing. Oh, and roll your elven. You get a bonus on perception checks. Roll your intelligence.
I'm sorry, man.
Did you also
I can't.
roll 3?
If you just look away from me, I can't tell what happened.
Would you like me to show you?
Oh, you
the
rolled a
I
one?
rolled.
I
I'm
just need you
sorry,
to tell me
man.
what's happening.
I rolled a
guys.
3. Even with my
Wow.
tracking, that's only
Okay, so you guys kind of
That's
walk.
the third one in a row on
You
different
guys,
dice.
you guys kind of walk right into the room, and they all turn and look at you at once, and like their hands all go to their swords, and they're like, "Who are you?"
What's the ante, gentlemen?
Not bad, Luke. Okay, try to roll that personality
There's
check.
just 4 of them in here.
Yes, there's just 4 of them. I think that's going to be a hard check, by the way.
I have a +0. This isn't gonna work. 15. Does that?
16.
16 is hard.
Okay. How about 25?
There you go. Okay. They put their swords back in their scabbards and they're like, "What are you doing down here? We're not supposed to be relieved for another hour."
I rolled my 25, man.
I know, and they're still talking to you. They asked you
They
a question.
haven't killed you yet. That's your 25.
They asked you a question.
just pass on through.
We're not supposed to be relieved for another hour. What are you doing down here?
We're relieving you. By death.
We
Did
here
you
to
speak up and say that? Or
No, I'm letting him do
No,
it.
you're good. Good.
Grim
I'm
Tusk
done.
says go down and relieve them. We go down and relieve them. We don't.
What you guys gonna do? You gotta say
Orders is orders.
Yeah.
They-
I'm telling you.
Grim just told us to come down here and take
Okay,
over.
hold on.
Oh wait, is there anything on them that shows what allegiance they have?
No. Here's the thing that you don't know. Grimtusk is the orc who runs the arena.
Oh, we're good. I'm still going with it. I'll do it. Fail my roll, but I'll do it.
No, he already did it.
Grim
He already did it.
just told us to come down here and take over.
Roll a d20 at your personality
Orders is
mod.
orders.
This is a hard roll.
All I need is a 16. Well, I got an 18 on the die.
They're like
3.
it's about damn time. They slam their cards down and they go up the steps. They're like, we can't wait to see this dragon in action. Everybody gets 2 experience points.
We gotta be quick.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Let's get this dragon and get out.
Okay. This is awesome.
He's gonna shove it under their shirt.
This is awesome. All right. You come through here and it splits 3 ways: left, right, or straight ahead.
I want to
Okay.
try and track to see if I can sense where, or can think about where they would bring the dragon.
Okay.
I don't think you can really just know that by looking. You know what I mean? I just don't know what you can't track it by smell.
Are there doors, or can we see into the rooms?
There's hallways. There's a hallway straight ahead, and I will tell you the hallway straight ahead looks like it's got cells on each side.
Yeah, let's go there.
Meepo. Wait, Meepo is the one who was close to the dragon, right?
Yes.
Does he know of any sounds
Does he have a
that he can
bird
make
call
where the
for
dragon
it?
would respond?
I thought so.
Do you have your D12?
I have it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
Can
you
I
would have
give it
gotten
to
a hero
someone
one for
else?
that. No. So you say, Meepo, call for the dragon. He's like, hey, boy. Hey, boy. And he does this thing with his ear, and his ears turn. He's like, this way. And he tells you guys to go this way.
Follow
Okay.
Meepo.
You guys go charging? Okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right. You go about 50 feet. You come into a very large chamber. It has human slaves and a few orc commoners. And this is obviously where they prepare food for lots of raw meat. They got all these
How many
Devil-
or how many common orcs?
3. And they've got all of these pig carcasses and stuff, hanging up, and they're in the process of butchering them and skinning them and all this kind of stuff. You see a way out kind of to the right.
I have a question.
Yes.
How often can you use the Mace of Terror?
3 times a day, and I haven't used it once.
Okay. I have a theory of what I think if the group agrees.
I'm listening.
I think you should Mace of Terror the 3 common orcs.
Why?
And then I'm going to lockpick everyone. And then I'm just going to tell them to run.
I mean, they're not chained up.
Oh, they're not
They're
chained
just standing
up?
there. Yeah.
Okay. Is the dragon, I assume, chained up?
You don't see the
Dragon
dragon.
isn't in here. Bruh, what are you doing?
I know.
There's a hallway off to the right.
Yeah, we're just going to go through there.
And this is a room. It's just got a bunch of tables, and they're butchering pigs and stuff.
Cool, let's keep going.
Do they say or look at us in any way?
I mean, they look at you, but they don't seem to care.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh,
as long
cool.
as they don't seem to like they're not trying to raise
Yeah.
any alarms or
Yeah.
anything.
No, I mean they just look towards
Yeah.
you and they go back to what they're doing.
All right.
Then let's keep following Meepo.
Yes.
You guys go another 40 feet. I don't believe you fools are pulling this off. You guys go another 40 feet. You guys go another feet. There's a large door on the right-hand wall facing you. It's like an iron-bound oak door, and there are 3 cells on the left-hand wall. One of them has the dragon. One of them has an owlbear.
Something big.
Yeah, oh yeah, very big. And one of them has Michael, roll a D12 for me.
2.
You look in one, and there's a giant skull, like an 8, well, maybe not 8 feet, 6 feet across, flying skull on fire in the room.
Okay.
And there's a pentagram kind of drawn on the floor that's seems to be containing it. So you've got
Right.
the owlbear room, you've got the screaming skull room.
Does it talk?
Distraction, don't we?
Say what?
Does it
Do
talk?
we need a distraction?
No,
It's screaming.
why?
It's screaming.
Can I
Yes.
talk to it? Can I say where?
It's like, ah! I can't even do it. My voice is too ragged.
Is
It's not speaking. It's just like a scream of primal
Is the dragon
fury.
chained up or something?
The skull is screaming?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a screaming skull.
Of course it
So,
is.
I mean,
Well,
that's all it does is
Wouldn't you
scream.
be?
Everybody look at your phones.
I don't know if they would lock it up but
I was asking.
Everybody look at your phones for the big reveal
Oh,
of the dragon
Oh, you
that's in the middle cell.
thieving thief.
Any of our viewers who haven't seen it on Instagram yet, it is the dragon from the Dragon Prince. Okay?
I'm not amused by your
So,
thievery.
so there is this
I take the dragon.
Is
that's
the
my
dragon
pet.
locked up? Like, does he have chains on?
No, he does
Okay.
not. He does not have chains on him. He's just in the cell. Well, yeah, he has like a collar, and he's chained to the wall, and then the cell itself is locked.
Not for long.
So, this is going to be an effort situation.
Okay.
You guys can either try to bust through the door, or you can try to pick the lock.
Or pick the lock with the person who has the thief's tool ring.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, okay.
which approach do you try?
All right. Are there any orcs here?
No.
Okay.
Not right now.
I could try and pick the lock, and then if that doesn't work, we can just bust
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to say it's got 6 points of effort. So
That's 6 times he has to roll it.
I rolled a nat 20.
you unlock it in the first try. You unlock it on the first try.
I feel like there's a...
Kaplack! The door swings open. The dragon sees Meepo. Meepo sees the dragon. They're running towards each other through the field with
I step on Meepo and take over his face.
Now you got to try to unlock the chain around that's holding the dragon to the wall.
13.
13 is the number. Roll
Wonderful.
a d4.
So
4.
Okay, so you're working on it. This one's a little more rusted. It's a little more stuck. Sully, roll a d12 to see if the gatekeeper comes out. On 11 or 12.
What about 6?
Okay, so he doesn't come out yet. You're still working on it. Roll the next round.
16.
16. So it's got 2 points left.
3.
Okay. You unlock it, and you guys have the dragon.
Okay.
And you're in this hallway. So at the other end of the hall, okay, you guys already know about the hallway. At the other end of the hallway is the lift. So there's a lift that goes into the battle arena.
Is the lift past the screaming skull?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a lift that goes up to the battle arena. There's 2 occupied cells in this hallway. There's back the way you guys came. And there's that door. There's that mysterious oak-bound door.
Is there...
So, guys, what's the plan?
So the lift, you say the lift goes to the battle arena.
Yes, it like lifts. It's like ching, ching, ching,
Right,
ching,
right.
and it comes up inside the arena
Of course,
itself.
yeah.
Right now, it's already up.
How are we going to do this? I was my only.
What? We need a slave.
Okay, so I have a question.
We need to get a slave.
Why?
And bring them down as an orc. Bring the slave down, and then you need to tell us how to get out of here.
Well,
I mean, there's some slaves in the butchery room.
That's what I'm saying. We need
Well-
a slave to come down here so we can talk to them
Okay.
and be like, how do we exit this place?
But before we do that, is there anything around that would show us how they control the owlbear or the screaming skull?
No.
Because there has to be a way that they would get them on there without them killing the guards there.
I think that if we let them... Because I assume the way they're keeping them there is not a healthy, good boy.
Oh, no, I
kind of
agree.
way.
If we scratch out that pentagram, that thing's going to go
I think
whatever.
If we release,
I don't wanna be
both
there when
of
it
them-
does.
Well, I was gonna say if we release both of them, and then go to the lift, and then get before we do that, bring the lift down, and then go to the lift and go up. They'll have no choice but to go out the other direction because they won't be able to come up the lift.
I just want to remind you, if you ride the lift up, you're
There's
in...
a ton of people, guys.
Hold on. If you ride the lift up, you're in the pit.
Right.
Right? It's hard to get out of.
That's the arena, and I don't want to get there.
Yeah, no, but there has to be a way that they would... there's no, manacles or anything.
They're
like
not. They're not. You don't see the keys to the gates. You don't see the cattle prods. You don't know where that person or thing is.
I mean, I don't see what would be stopping us from just putting this in a grog barrel or something and then just walking out the way we came in.
Because, we could try that.
What would that seems like the
But
simplest,
every
least
single
risky.
orc it would
Just like a grog barrel, man. If we can just find a grog barrel or just a popcorn drum or
Would
whatever it
fit in
is.
the grog barrel?
I mean, would it fit in a grog barrel?
Yeah, sure.
Were there any empty barrels back at the little...
Butchery, sure.
All right, I'm gonna go grab one.
There's a big salt barrel, you know.
Go get a barrel.
Yeah, I'll go grab a barrel.
You go grab a barrel, you pour all the salt out?
Yeah.
You tell Meepo to tell the dragon to get in?
Yeah.
He gets in. He looks
right.
cute as a bug.
So I'm gonna put it on my shoulders and pretend it's really heavy, like I'm transporting grog or something, you know?
You're carrying a dragon.
one-armed.
Oh yeah, sorry, one-armed, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Before he gets in there, while he's going to get the barrel, I'm going to tell Meepo that, hey, just in case anything happens out there, how do we, get the dragon, get friendly with the dragon so we can get it back in case anything happens to any of us, like you. Like, I don't want anything to happen to you, but if something did, I would hate it, and we wouldn't be able to get the dragon back because the dragon wouldn't follow us. So we gotta look after...
He understands that you were friends at this time.
Oh.
You show him the back of your hand. The back of your hand, fool! He bites your hand off. He sniffs your hand. He licks it a little bit. He lets you scratch him behind the ears.
Yes.
He's a good boy.
All right.
Ah, okay.
Now you just lost
Good
the dragon.
Is there any, like, any words we use or anything like that? Friendly words?
That's so subtle, Jason. Could you tell me all the command words?
I'm not asking for command words. I'm just
No
trying to be
particular
friendly.
reason, but could you just tell me what all his commands are?
With
Like,
all of you
how often do you
guys.
feed him? What vet do you take him to?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Do you have
Subtle,
his
Jason.
shots on fire? I need to know.
Is he chipped? Is he chipped at all?
dewormed? You
Would your
know?
entire infrastructure fall apart if he were to never return?
Very subtle, Clem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
Yes.
Abramovich comes back with a barrel. He pours
Yes.
out the salt. The
Yes.
dragon climbs in.
Yes.
You guys put the lid on the barrel.
Yes, we do.
He's got it over his shoulder. You guys are in your orc disguises. Now what?
We open the cage with the screaming skull.
Okay, wait a
Why?
And we race up and
second. No, we don't.
Why would we do that?
to cause...
No. What? Why? Okay.
I really want to do that.
Why?
Because
I don't want to die here, man.
you don't know if the Screaming Skull's gonna attack us. We could be its friend.
What is stopping us from just taking the easy route and getting out of here? Please.
I really do.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
I mean, I get it, but like, where's the flair? Where's the spice in that?
I mean,
Let's get out of
I'm
here.
not gonna lie, I'm with Arena on this one. Because Arena knows arenas.
Okay, so there's an owlbear.
Why am I laughing?
You have a heroic dice?
Go
You
ahead.
should get one for that.
As you guys are talking about that, roll a d12
Oh, Lord.
and see if you get an 11 or a 12.
9.
That doesn't know
Okay,
I do.
you guys are still in the clear.
Okay, whatever decision we're gonna make, we gotta make it now.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Yes.
Let's get out of here.
Yes.
So you guys are just going to go back the way you came.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
With the barrel.
You come back to the guard room. You go through the guard room. You go up the steps.
Oh, how are we going to get past this?
And so now you guys are going to try to follow the same don't
Yeah.
get noticed path that you
Yes.
traveled before.
Put the barrel on the ground. Just kind of roll it forward. You know, the
Yeah,
dragon will be fine.
yeah. I don't see a problem there. You guys go through there. So now you're back in the concession area, which again, there's nobody here that's going to really challenge you. And you guys are going out the back exit, and you're by the dumpster when the alarm sounds.
Oh no.
You hear like
You
a
didn't think that was gonna happen?
You hear like a gong, shang, shang, from inside the arena, obviously. So you guys are gonna play it cool,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just keep going the way you were going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Orders is orders, mate.
Yeah.
We're gonna move as quickly as possible if we're not being seen. You know.
Right.
But if there's people nearby, you know, casually, you know, just a grog transporting.
It's Grog.
Yeah.
I was considering putting a false bottom with some salt in there or something, but
That would take too much work.
Yeah.
All right. You guys come around the arena to the front, and things are getting hectic.
Yeah.
Right? People are running around a little bit, and
Seems like a screaming skull would do right about now.
What? Are you crazy?
yeah, a whole lot of good that would do us.
It would do us a lot of good.
Could you imagine the chaos of a screaming skull?
Here's
in
what-
the just,
It doesn't even cast spells. It doesn't even cast spells or anything. It just
No,
screams
it's
at
just a flaming,
people.
screaming skull
Oh,
that's just flying around.
It's got a whole entry in here. It does all kinds of cool stuff. What I want to do is
I want to make
end.
that a pet.
What I want to do is I want to end the episode with what's his name, Rottooth or Rot Tusk. He comes out the front door
Fang
with
Rot.
his
Fang
Fang Rot comes out with his elite guards and says, "You there, stop!" And we'll see what happens next time on Mighty Deeds. But I can't quite
But
get
he
away
doesn't
with
ever
that.
come out of the castle.
No. This is it. This is the other guy.
Oh.
No, that's Grim.
Grim Tusk.
Grim Tusk.
The guy who's in charge of the arena.
Yeah,
I want
Grim
him to
Tusk
come out
is in charge
and
of
point
the
at you
arena.
guys and
Grim
say,
Tusk.
"Stop right
Yeah.
there," and then yell, And we'll find out what happens next time on Mighty Deeds. But that doesn't really work in this situation.
Fangrod wants grog. What do we do?
Yeah.
Grim Tusk comes out and is like, "You guys stop!" And we're like, oh, "Look, there's Fangrod!" And then we run.
Man, I would spend all my luck and the hero die on that one.
Okay, so you guys...
to make that work.
Well, you guys still are wanting to rescue all these slaves. Are you going to leave and maybe come back?
Yeah, let's come back.
I think that's probably going to be the better plan.
This,
I mean, we can't do it right now with a dragon in tow.
yeah, if we try and free these slaves, we could just lose everything, you know?
And they're
Okay.
not going to think slaves are going to do this.
Okay, so here's what's happening. You guys are trying to make it. People are starting to run around a little bit. Word is getting passed. A traitor. Whatever. Find the dragon. Find the traitors. And people are running around. Nobody's really looking at you, but somebody bumps into the Meepo and
I knew I should have put him in
Kegel.
the barrel.
the Meepo and Kegel
Person.
in a trench coat situation, right? And
Oh my God, they're stacked on top of each other.
yeah, they've been on top of each other in a trench coat
I
this whole
didn't know
time.
that.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
been doing that the entire time. Okay, who wants to make a dex check for the
Sully.
So,
I would say they are
no,
probably
anyone but Sully.
I would say they're probably at +2. I would say they're probably at +2.
Hero dice. Anybody got a hero dice?
I am going to roll for this.
Okay. What'd you get?
16.
You got a 16 at +2?
I'm
Yes.
sorry, that's 18. If you're giving me an additional plus
No, not
2.
your dex. What's on the die?
14's on the
14.
dice.
Okay, so that's 16
Yeah.
because they have +2. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, we're rolling for them.
Yeah, I need somebody to roll for them. All right. So they, for a minute, it looks like they're going to fall, and the camera's on them, and all orcs turn towards them. And then at the last second, through a heroic act of strength, Meepo manages to pick Kegel back up and keep his footing. And they're like, "It's all right. It's all right." And they keep going.
Watch your step next time.
And they keep going, and you guys make it back to the
Slave area?
yes, to the food area, right? The farm, the slave farm. Now this place seems so much smaller. And as you are coming this way, the two guards.
With the pig? From before?
No. The guys who are guarding that you
yeah,
pushed
yeah.
or pushed somebody into.
Yeah.
They're on alert now. They've
Yeah.
got their pikes ready for action, and they see you guys coming, and they're like,
Hey, what's happening up there? What's going on? What's all the hubbub?
Which one of you speaks?
Somebody's taken.
That's not the voice I was using earlier, was it?
Somebody's taken the dragon.
"Okay."
Oh wait, no, I'm not going to say that.
I was like, why would you say that?
Oh my God, no, I didn't say that.
Seems just
A few slaves.
On.
A few slaves managed to escape. Unfortunately, there were plenty of guards. They'll have it under control.
Oh, it sounded like something more serious to us. Oh, just a few slaves got away. Well, I can't wait for
So you guys are walking past them, and
Be
they're like,
sure to tell your superiors it was your idea to not go in. You thought it was a great idea to not go in. They're definitely going to be dead by the next time we come back.
"Wait, to go in for what? What?"
That they chose that it's their idea. They're like, oh, it's fine. It's our idea
I
not to go
don't think they
hell.
were going down there anyways. They're just standing guard.
Yeah. They just want to know what was going on, and they saw you guys coming.
No, the four
all
that we
hands on deck.
relieved, they're dead.
Oh, for sure.
They're definitely
The
dead.
four that we were told.
Oh yeah, they're dead.
Oh, so that you relieved from guard duty? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to die a sad death.
They're going to be like, they're all traitors and then murder them one
Oh,
at a
yeah.
time.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they're super...
They said Grim just let him go. What?
There's this...
No. Oh, I wish I had picked up instead of that. We could have gone. Fangrot came out of the castle, and now Grimtusk is taking him on. You need to go see it.
No.
Tell everyone.
No, guys, seriously. In my head, those 4 guards, when they find out that the dragon is gone and that somebody tricked them, like they try to get away, and there's this whole Wachowski brothers. There's like a whole movie of them trying to escape and the hijinks of them in the dungeon. It's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's like the whole, they end up in a recording studio. They're disguised as nuns. It's just one,
I am an orc.
Right?
And sorrow.
Okay, so you guys basically make it through the slave area and return the dragon to Cobalt Corners.
Ooh.
And we will find out what happens next time on Mighty Deeds.
Done dirt cheap.
Mighty Deeds is a production of the Murfreesboro Murder Hobo Old School Gaming Association. We're playing dungeon crawl classics from Goodman Games, set in Fritz Leiber's World of Nawa. Original music is provided by yours truly and by Joey Hodge. You can check out more of his music at joeyhodge.com. Thanks for listening, and join us next time for more Mighty Deeds.